Namo Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The second mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression, I vow to cultivate loving kindness and learn ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I will practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. I'm determined not to steal, not to possess anything that should belong to others. I will respect the property of others, but I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species on earth. For our Dharma lessons, we've been reading More Than Mindfulness, Widening the Field of Practice by the Monastics of the Thai Forest Sangha. Tonight we're wrapping up a talk by Ajahn Karunadhammo called In This Body. So, the reduction of craving, the calming of the body, the development of the whole body awareness then leads to a natural settling into anapanasati, the breathing of the body. The mind just settles into a very peaceful state of tranquility, often settling within and out breathing as a natural result, rather than something one has to pin down and focus one's attention on through effort. It comes as a natural result through developing that full sense of the body. As the mind settles, as craving decreases and clear awareness increases, then full development of the satipatthana starts to manifest. In the section often referred to as the refrain, the instructions are to contemplate the body internally and externally, and with reference to its arising and passing, investigating impermanence and noticing this human body and its changing nature. One develops insight, vipassana, into the body, its many parts, how the appearance changes over the years, and the instability of the health of the body. The refrain continues with instructions to contemplate the body just in and of itself. There is a phrase, Bhikkhu Bodhi's translation, mindfulness that there is a body is simply established in him to the extent necessary for bare knowledge and mindfulness. Just that one phrase, there is a body, sounds very simple, but it's quite profound and points to contemplation of anatta, not self, in relation to the body. We can experience this body just as it is, regardless of any opinion or thoughts or ways that we might view it. It is just this body in and of itself without adding any judgments or values to it. It just does what it does. It has its own life. It responds a little bit to some of the things we choose to attend to by way of keeping it healthy or well-fed or maintained, but essentially, we don't really have much control over it. It has its own nature and will go its own way. So in this way, the 32 parts contemplation is very complete, just as all of the Satipatthana contemplations can be. You can develop any of them to the full extent, resulting in both samatha and vipassana. This full development of calm and insight leads to a steady composure of the mind, collected around a particular theme. This is samadhi. This samadhi, when it becomes unwavering, acts as a basis for even deeper insight and finally for the relinquishment of all clinging to this body. So, the 32 parts isn't just an adjunctive type of contemplation. It can be developed fully and can be a basis for strong realization. That is a bit of cheerleading for 32 parts contemplation. Over the years, it's remained a very important part of my practice. That, in conjunction with Metta Bhavana, Anapanasati, and many of the other reflections, truly have been a blessing in my life. I have much gratitude for Longpor's initial instruction to take that up in my very first year as an Anagarika at Abhayagiri. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.